And they're gunning for some points in Heat 2B, and has the advantage with its trouble of a little bit later run than 1:30, because it'll have another 50 minutes to get ready and make any repairs necessary to that boat that had occurred in its first heat of the afternoon. Miller, or Pietros, or whatever you want to call it, is out. Okay, Jack Schaefer had a tough day on the Columbia River today.
We just get them to...
Okay, here we go on the upper turn. The west side is swinging around way wide now. All of the boats are swinging wide. In fact, Budweiser swings way wide. He wants to get a good shot at speed and get his speed up ready for this. So we've got about 15 seconds yet, and the Circus better cut down in speed. Jackpot's on the inside lane, followed by the Vantage Ultra, and right now the Circus is really cut down. The Budweiser is going to be up at full speed. Here goes the Circus cutting in, and we'll see whether we get a good start. It is a good start. On the inside is Jackpot. On the outside is the Budweiser coming to you. Circus is really going to have to hit it. It's in 5th spot right now.
Yeah, the Circus had to slow way down as he was too early, and the Budweisers got nearly a rooster tail lead over Lauterbach, who's inside him in lane 1, and Tommy Deeth going outside in lane 2 to Don.
And Budweiser rocking back and forth on his spots as he comes through the first turn. Has a good lead on Lauterbach in the Vantage Ultra plane, and they head up the back chute.
And up the back chute they go. The Budweiser out in front, and in 2nd spot the Vantage Ultra. And the Vantage Ultra, now comes Circus. It's moved into 3rd spot. It's going to pour on the steam right now. And Pocket Savers Plus is in 4th, and in 5th spot the Jackpot, Food Marts, and Jerry Hobb in 5th. So here they come. There's lap number 1 just about to be over with, and we'll get the time for you as they come by for lap number 1. The Budweiser, and Tom Deeth knew what he was doing. He got into that position as Circus had to cut down in speed. The time for the Budweiser is 1:42.337, and the Ultra, the time 1:29. Here comes Circus in 3rd spot, and the time for the Circus is 1:20, Frank.
Well, they're all the way to Don by now, but I think Prevost may have been too concerned about getting inside Budweiser and was a little early at the start. Don.
Yeah, Budweiser really nailed that start. Tom Deeth knew exactly what he was doing, and he's really pouring the coal to it as he's widened his interval on the Vantage Ultra plane, and he's leading by about 20 boat lengths now as he's well up the backstretch. There's Lauterbach by our location, and Circus now completing the lower turn and up the back chute.
And it might be a race for second if the Circus can come close to catching the Vantage Ultra, because Budweiser has a commanding lead, and they're all spread about equal distance now for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. In fact, 4th, and then following in 5th spot is the Jackpot. But here comes the Budweiser, hugging the buoy on the upper west turn. And as they come toward you, Frank, they're just going by the official buoy.
Yes, and they're pretty well spaced right now. At first, I thought Circus was going to make a move on Lauterbach. Now I'm not so sure, but Budweiser's just having a joy right out there. And Tommy Deeth has got plenty to spare right now. He's got too much. Lauterbach may be saving it for the final. He'll easily get in the final if he holds on to 2nd place. Circus looks like it's going a little inside now, but it's better than a rooster tail. Almost 2 rooster tail leads for Lauterbach in 2nd over the Circus. Don.
Nonetheless, the crowd over here on the Franklin County side loving it as Tom Deeth kicks it out of the turn and up the backstretch. Here comes Larry Lauterbach in the Vantage Ultralight. Beautiful boat, but not pushing it at this point. Here comes Circus, and he had a little trouble in the turn, and he's on the backstretch.
And up the back chute, the times on that 2nd lap for Budweiser, 1:32, for the Ultra, 1:33, and for the Circus, 1:30. The rest, 1:11 and 1:02. And as they go into the upper turn, lap number 3, about halfway through this heat this afternoon, it seems like Lauterbach is caught up a little distance on the Budweiser. The Budweiser probably slowed down a little bit, and the Budweiser coming by the official buoy at the barge right now with a time on lap number 3 of 1:33, Frank.
Yes, Tommy Deeth looking good, and that's quite a compliment when you see a guy like Prevost follow you all over the race course beforehand. Deeth wired his start in the first heat on the inside. He wired this one on the outside, and he's having no trouble right now. If he can keep it together as he heads out of turn 1 into turn 2, and Don McInnes.
You bet. Sunday afternoon drive for Tom Deeth. He loves this boat, likes it a whole lot, and it is good to him in competition as he takes it again up the backstretch, followed by Larry Lauterbach in the Vantage Ultra Plane, and Circus. The other 2 boats still on the course, but well back.
And on the back chute they go. The Budweiser, the Ultra, the Vantage Ultra, and in third spot, the Circus, and they still remain about the same distance. There goes the Pocket Savers Plus by the official buoy, and they'll get lapped this time. Probably the Jackpot in 5th place will get lapped. Lap number 4 is soon coming to a conclusion. They will be getting the green flag, meaning 1 lap to go, and Jackpot will get lapped. In lap number 4, the time for the Budweiser as it goes by our area and our vantage point right in front of us now, the time 1:29. Really cutting back, Frank.
Doesn't look like any of the 3 top boats are going to have any trouble making the final anyway. Prevost back there in 3rd spot would get 2 1/4. That'd put him at 6:25. He'd still be ahead of Lauterbach anyway, so he'd be the second best qualifier as Budweiser goes to the lower turn on his final lap.
Well, if Tom Deeth can hold it together, he's got another 400 points, and it looks like he's got no trouble at all as he negotiates the lower turn beautifully up on the back stretch. Lauterbach also doing a yeoman job as he comes out of the turn. He'll have 300 points, and Circus working on Jackpot Foods would like to lap him on this 5th and final lap. John Prevost at the controls.
Up the back chute, heading for the west turn, and the checkered flag will soon be out for the Budweiser, and the Budweiser will have another first place finish. But you got to remember, right about now is when the Miller High Life had its problems, but the Bud is running real smooth. It takes that last turn. It's coming by the official barge area, and the flag is going out. They're holding up the checkered flag. It comes by, and Tom Deeth in the Budweiser, another complete start and finish. 400 more points, 800 total so far. And here comes the Vantage Ultra, and 300 more points for Larry Lauterbach.